These are the Skullcandy Method 360 ANC earbuds, and they might just be a budget powerhouse. I've been using these for a bit, and as someone who daily drives the AirPods Pro 2, I'll be giving you my thoughts. Not really a fair comparison since these Skullcandies are way cheaper, but chances are you're familiar with the AirPods Pro, so I'm going to be using them as a sort of benchmark. I'll be talking less about the sound quality of the earbuds and more about the features that the earbuds have to offer, so if you're just looking to see what kind of features these headphones have, this video is for you. Before we begin, I'd like to thank Skullcandy for sending these over. Finally got around to reviewing them, but they're not bribing me to say anything, so this is just going to be an honest review. All thoughts and opinions are my own. So first off, design and build quality. Let's talk about that case, huh? This was the big eye-catching feature for me because in a world of the same clamshell type cases, it's nice to see something that's actually new. Basically, it's this rectangular prism that opens up when you pull on it, revealing the earbuds on both sides. The outer plastic has a nice semi-transparent design to it, and you get a USB-C port on the bottom for charging and a carabiner clip. Is it carabiner or carabiner? It's not really pocketable, but after poking around the internet for a bit, I realized it's not really meant to be pocketable because it comes with a little carabiner clip. It's meant to be hung somewhere. I would prefer it to be more pocketable, but that's obviously not what they were going for in the first place, so I found myself attaching it to a backpack or on my belt loop. Now the way the earbuds are positioned in the case is a bit awkward because at first it's kind of hard to differentiate which one is the left and which one is the right. They do have L and R markings though. Then once you take them out, you have to flip them around and then they're in a position for putting in your ear. But I think the best way to open it is actually with the Skullcandy logo facing towards you, upside down, and then you pull it down like this. And then the earbuds are right here on their respective sides, and then you can just take them out and listen to them. Not a huge deal, just a small thing I wanted to mention. As for the earbuds themselves, they look really nice too, and I'm a fan of the red accent on the ear tips. The fit is really nice, and I've never had them fall out of my ears during my testing, and Skullcandy includes multiple ear tips, so you can choose the fit that's right for you. We'll get into greater detail about the earbuds features in a bit, but first, let's talk about battery life and charging. The case charges with USB-C, but you don't get any wireless charging features. As for the battery life, it's been quite excellent for me. Skullcandy says with active noise cancellation on, you can get up to 9 hours in the earbuds and up to 23 hours with the case for a total of 32 hours, while with ANC off, you're getting up to 40 hours total, 11 in the earbuds and 29 in the case. That's pretty impressive. The earbuds also have a rapid charge feature where 10 minutes of charging gives you 2 hours of listening. The standby time is also pretty good with these earbuds. When you're not using them, they don't really drain all that much, and you could always see the battery percentage in the Skullcandy app, which we'll get to in a bit. Overall, you're getting some really solid battery life with these guys. Now, before we talk about the sound quality, let's talk about some of the features you're getting with these earbuds. You control everything with touch controls. They're nice and responsive, but I think I still prefer the stem design like on the AirPods. They're more tactile and easy to control because you have to actually pinch and use a bit of pressure to activate them. That being said, Skullcandy has made these touch controls very customizable via the app. The earbuds come with a companion app called Skullcandy IQ. You don't have to download the app, but if you want to do like customization, like tuning the sound and like changing what the touch controls do, then you need the app, and I strongly recommend you download it anyways. It helps you unlock the full feature set of your earbuds. This is where you control and customize your earbuds, so let's go through the app in depth. After you pair the earbuds to the app, you're greeted by your earbuds and the battery life for each bud. Below that is hearing modes, and you can adjust settings for noise cancellation, stay aware mode, and ANC off mode. Props to Skullcandy for including so many options for customization. You can change the intensity level of each hearing mode and change the button settings that trigger each mode as well. Next to that is the equalizer, which allows you to tune your earbuds to suit the type of music or other media you're listening to. It includes a few preset ones, but you can also create your own fully custom EQ mode. I'm just using it on the default mode and it sounds great, but if you like having a little more control over how your music sounds or your podcast or whatever, then this is a really nice option. With button settings, you can assign actions to each earbud's buttons and tell the buttons what to do if you do a single press, a double press, or a triple press. The take a photo mode is a nice feature that lets you use an earbud as a remote for your camera, so you can take pictures by just tapping the earbud. Again, you can customize which buttons and combos do this. The earbuds also have a multi-point pairing feature you can set up, letting you connect the two devices at once so you can switch between them smoothly. I haven't tried it, but it's convenient if you want to connect to multiple devices without having to manually switch each time. There's a low latency mode, which is really useful if you game using wireless earbuds and you want to reduce the delay of the connection. And also a feature called Spotify Tap, which is a shortcut to the Spotify app, but it requires you to have the Spotify app open anyways, and chances are if you open Spotify you're listening to music, so I feel like that's more of a gimmick. Finally, there's this button that's literally just sound by Bose that tells you a bit about the collaboration between Skullcandy and Bose, but function-wise, it doesn't really do anything. The earbuds do have some form of ear detection, which is a pleasant surprise at this price range. If you take the earbud out of your ear, it'll pause the music and start playing when you put it back in. The sensors seem to be infrared proximity sensors instead of true skin detectors, so they can still be triggered by something like a table, but I haven't found that to be a problem as long as you don't have the sensor facing down onto like the table or whatever surface you put it on. And the fact that the feature is even on here at this price point is really nice. The earbuds also include a microphone for taking calls and stuff. Here's how it sounds.
Oh, crikey, mate. How you going? So, you know, in Canada and North America, right, they actually see stuff right side up, mate. Not like how it is down under. Anyways, I'm gonna go feed my pet spider now, mate. Crikey.
Now, having all those fancy features are nice, but the most important thing about headphones is their sound quality. Now, full disclaimer, I'm not an audiophile, I'm just some guy, but personally, I'm very impressed by the sound quality. No complaints about the sound quality, everything sounds nice and distinct. My benchmark for testing headphones is Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. It starts with a nice bass line that rides throughout the entire track, but also has some very punchy drums, some crispy percussion, and overall some very distinct instruments like the synth and the electric guitar. You're also getting MJ's excellent vocals and some nice dynamic range. The song starts out kind of calm and quiet, and slowly builds up. These headphones handle all of that really well, all of the instruments sound nice and clear, and in fact you can actually hear Mr. Jackson snap his fingers occasionally if you really listen. It's very subtle, but it's there. So yeah, very excellent sound quality, and Billie Jean is an excellent song too. I recommend listening to it. Now let's talk about the noise filtering options you have with these headphones. Now, active noise cancellation is great. Like with all ANC headphones, you're not going to be blocking out every single sound, but for studying or mitigating loud environments, they're solid. ANC is good for getting rid of consistent sounds like hums in the background, like fans, air conditioning, heaters, that type of stuff. The headphones also have a stay aware mode, which is like Apple's transparency mode on their AirPods. They let all the sound in so you can stay aware of your surroundings. Get it? Stay Aware, at least for me, has a very faint hissing sound, but it is really effective at making you hear your entire surroundings. Like, you won't have any trouble talking to people or listening in general with these on and Stay Aware mode enabled. There is a third mode where neither ANC or Stay Aware is enabled, and that blocks out a bit of sound because of the natural seal on the ear tips, but it's not as effective as ANC. As someone who goes biking, I'm subjected to a lot of wind, and sometimes the wind noise gets annoying and it gets in the way of my music, and I found that using this third mode was the best for reducing the wind noise, whereas when I had ANC or Stay Aware enabled, the wind noise was quite loud. So overall, these are some solid earbuds if you're looking for good sound quality at a fairly budget price point. They've got solid noise cancellation, great sound quality, and a really awesome looking case. I love this thing. That also comes in a bunch of awesome colors. I'll be honest, I'll probably be sticking with my AirPods Pro 2 for now just because of how well it integrates with the rest of my Apple ecosystem, but if you're not into AirPods or you have non-Apple devices you want to connect to, these are a very compelling package and I'd highly recommend picking them up, especially if you can find a deal on them. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, thanks to Skullcandy for sending these guys over, be awesome and stay techie. Bye! These are the Skullcandy, oh my chair.
Right, they actually see stuff right side up, mate. Not like how it is down under. Anyway, I'm gonna go pee.
These handles handle all of that very well.